Okay, so this is the update for the stock market cycles video. It was back on the July 18th that I first made that video about the cycles, and I was looking at the Nasdaq 100, which is what you see here. This is a daily chart, and we were right in here. And what had happened was we had a cycle up, a cycle down, a cycle up, and the beginning of another cycle down. And what I had done was I took this guy from the previous cycle, made a parallel, and just brought it over here. And I was saying that I expected that there was this larger trend going on here, and I expected it to go down to the lower edge of that larger cycle. So as you can see, what happened was that I think that was the beginning of earnings season, and a bunch of companies came out that had good earnings, and that lifted the market as a whole. The dollar declined, which also lifted the market. So it turned out I was wrong. But the important thing here is that I knew I was wrong fairly quickly. What happened on this date, which was the 20th of July, was that it broke out of that downward channel. And then the next day, it opened higher, closed lower, but still outside of this downward channel. So I knew we were in a new market cycle, and I was able to unwind my position for a small loss. And whenever you take positions based on your cycles, you want to make sure that you have some wiggle room, because things like this can happen. All trends end, all cycles end, but you don't know, or at least I don't know, exactly when that will be. There was a new formed, and it had a peak on the 27th of July, and from that point I was able to draw this trend right here. And we had a down, up, and then down, and then this channel broke. So at this point, I was short in the market, and I think I closed out right around here somewhere, and I haven't done anything for the past week or two, well, a week and a half. We're in an interesting position now. This is the Nasdaq 100. So we have a downward facing channel here. And within this downward channel, we have a slight uptrend, and that's to be expected. You're going to have both uptrends and downtrends inside any cycle of any direction. So if we zoom in here, change this to a 60-minute chart. What happened over the past couple days is we had a double top right here, and that collapsed, and that formed the basis of this new channel. And bounced around a little bit, went up, and this morning what happened was this downward channel, it just reflected almost perfectly off of it, and then it came back down to this support channel, the short term. What I expect to happen is this is called a triangle formation, or a flag, or that depends on who you talk to, or pennant sometimes. Although this doesn't have enough of a leg for a pennant, really. But what will usually happen is this will bounce around a little bit and fill in this triangle in some way. It might bounce along the bottom, it might go up and bounce along the top, but then it'll break out to one direction or the other. In my opinion, since the downward channel is a longer trend than this upward channel, it'll break to the downside. And we'll come out here, and then we'll see a quick drop, because drops are always faster than rises. Down into the, probably 1780 region, 1770, somewhere in here. And if the chart follows its technical patterns, that should be on the 25th maybe, which would be Wednesday, I believe. So that's the update. I know a bunch of people on livebusinesschat.com had questions about this and wanted to see a bit more detail, and I hope this answers your question. If not, well, I'll make some more. If you're wondering about this line, this 1900 line, I've got a trade on. Actually, I haven't gotten filled yet. I've had a trade. I had an order in all morning to put a short at 1900, but we'll see if I get filled there. Anyway, that's it for now.